Okay, one of the prophecies that I was given by the Lord said that the GOP would fall. The structure, the inner structure, probably a lot of their beliefs will not actually fade away for a while, but the structure of who they are will fall. One of the things that I was seeing here was Chris Christie watched his political career end this week, and I'm sure that's a part of it. But there's going to be a lot of others where this happens to eventually. I'm looking to the second year of Trump's presidency, if he takes the office today, will be watching people vote these people like this guy here who doesn't really support the new ideal of who America is under Trump will be voted out. Okay, so what the media is busy doing right now is bombarding. I mean, since yesterday, since they began to able to show specials, you know, they had everything rigged up a day before, show specials about how deplorable that Trump is and people who follow after him, and the only thing bad they had to say about Hillary was she's a witch, you know. And I thought to myself as I was watching that, you know, she's got a bad personality. They were trying to display that, yes, she's got a bad personality, but that's the only thing that's wrong with her. That's no, that is not. That is not. You know, they still tried to turn the tables around and say that Trump is what Hillary is, and Hillary is what Trump. They try to switch those two characters around. There's just no way to do that because Trump has been under investigation by the FBI. Not at all. Hillary has 3 times. I went out this morning to vote and had my deplorables shirt on, had my Trump sticker on the outside, and as you can see, I voted today. And I was promptly told you can't wear that in here because it's against it's a federal offense. So I said, you mean I can't do this? And they go, no. I said, oh, okay. So I took this off and I put the sticker inside my coat, you know, so we both had jackets on. It was a little bit chilly out. And we went in, we voted as godly as we could. Here's a report in the Washington Post, and it has a black man up here and a woman. A black man and a woman. And it says, a guide to voter intimidation and how to report it. Insinuating that only the minorities are going to be the ones who is intimidated against. You know where the real intimidation is? The inner cities where Trump supporters would go in, you know. And I guarantee you see this on TV. Now the liberals aren't going to show it like it really is happening. You know, in the last election, there was a Black Panthers threatening people, standing outside of the voting place with guns, full uniform, you know, and the cops just letting them stand there. Like, if you're going to vote for such and such, you better not come here and do it. You know, I mean, how is he going to report that kind of thing? How is he going to report that kind of thing? You know, if the liberals have their way, this country will be communist. You might as well not go vote because you're only going to have one person on the ballot, and that is whoever the dictator is. You can vote every year if you want, but you're going to vote for this guy. It's kind of like Ford Motor Company with when they first made cars. People started wanting different colors of cars. And Henry Ford said, one of his greatest statements is, you can have any color car you want, as long as that color is black. You know? And that's the way that communists operate, man. You can have anything you want, as long as what you want is what I want. And I'm trying to, I'm online this morning trying to tell people, listen, freedom is not really what you think it is. Freedom is governed by laws. Freedom is not the freedom just to walk off in any direction and you lay down and watch people walk over you. Listen, in the Civil War, in the first Civil War we had in this country, there was people who decided they wanted to stay neutral. They wouldn't fight back with guns, but you know what? You know what happens to a person? You walk out in the middle of a battlefield or in a raging battle, stand out there and holler, both sides, put your hands up both sides. Hold on here, I'm not in this battle, I'm just walking through. You could take that man's body out and sell it for the price of lead, because that's exactly what it would be full of. Ignorance. Man, I'm telling you, this country, the people in it, they don't know anything about the history, where we came from, the idea of what we started from, and to have the freedom that we have to serve a God, or the right to not to serve a God, you know. But I'm absolutely sure that it was not to bring a religion in here that would enslave everybody in this place. Communism is a religion. We have laws enacted in this country against communism or a religion such like, disguised under a religion such like. Since the 1950s, these laws have been in place. Okay. Another thing I've noticed too, that ordinarily in a year, that early voting is, they want to run out and tell everybody, oh, the Democrats ahead, the Democrats ahead. But you know what? Today, nothing. Nothing. Today, nothing. They're not saying anything about who's ahead, because I think that just like all the other signs that we have been seeing, this lady yesterday on liberal television, on the liberal news, and they didn't show this very much, but this woman said, they only had her say it just so they could rebut it, you know. They said, or rebuttal it. They said, said the signs up here, there's a bunch of Trump signs everywhere, but this lady says, I know this is not what the people really believe, you know. Well, what it is, man, they're ashamed of Hillary. They're ashamed of Hillary. She is so ungodly. She's so crooked. And she's so evil, and she's so communistic that people are ashamed of her. Folks are just plain old ashamed of this woman. And I can't blame them. And you know what? The liberals, pardon my word, the liberals screwed this up. Back when they let Hillary be nominated, they would have had a fair chance of winning somebody in the office if they had let someone else that wasn't such a freaking crook, that didn't have the Congress and the Senate and the House by their bag. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my analogy here, but that's exactly what is taking place. And now the whole bunch of them are going to go to jail. Listen, Hillary will sign that confession. I don't know how this is going to happen, but I know it's going to happen. Hillary will sign that confession and take all of them down with her. She's going to take them all. On a scale of 1 to 10, it'll be a 300. You watch and see exactly. You see this on television. Hillary has signed a confession on a scale of 1 to 10 is a 300. She will. Because that's what evil does. It's just like that story that man told us about the snake. He brought this an anaconda into his house, and he raised it, and he raised it around his kids, and this snake became 17 feet long. in his house. He had it in a great big huge glass cage. And this cage went from the floor to the ceiling. And it was so wide and with room in there for the snake to get into. And the only part of this cage, it was a glass cage, that was not shielded was the roof itself. Well, that snake was so tall that it went up and busted a hole in the ceiling, and it crawled across through the ventilation shaft, or through the vent and shaft, or the ducts inside the house, went down into the 2 younger boys' room and killed both of those boys. And that's exactly what Hillary is going to do. She's not getting the way that she wants. She's not going to get her way, so she'll slime herself over there with that pen in hand, and she will sign that confession. Everybody, you know what? I'm surprised that there isn't about 30 or 40 government officials going to pass out and have to go to the doctor and that. Bill Clinton, the Lord told me that Bill Clinton was going to have a cardiac arrest. And it probably will happen tonight when they find that Hillary loses. That's just my speculation. God has not said this. I'm just saying that this will probably be the time when it's going to happen. He's going to fall into the street. The Lord said he will fall in the street, and he will have a cardiac arrest. And strangers, the Lord said strangers will come to his rescue. And that fits perfect for tonight. I don't know. We'll see. God bless you. Thank you for joining me. See you next time. Another great message right here, Crossing the Middle Ministry.